What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Vibing with It, and I'm back again with another lit reaction video, guys. Let's get straight off into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that post noti so that when I upload, you know that I've done so. Guys, I, I said, I was gonna do the basketball wives this season, and I still am. But I'm not gonna be coming before y'all, before the congregation with however with every scene and breaking it down because the I'm gonna pick out things that I want to talk about this season. And let's just talk about shout out Fat Funky Dineva for this one. I came across this video last week and I wanted to watch the video, watch the episode from this week and kind of combine the two of what I'm gonna be talking about because honestly I'm in my weeds with this because when I seen it and I seen last week's episode, and then when I seen this week's episode, I was mortified. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I was mortified because they, this girl, this woman, Evelyn, you so mad because she, whatever Jackie said about your daughter, it countless of others said that Jackie wasn't lying. uh Whoever called the girl a build a hoe, because that's what they say she is. She is now pregnant by she pregnant by somebody that's real famous. I don't want to miscall their name, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear it in this video. But her daughter is pregnant. She sat up at this table yesterday, and she was crying about what was said about her daughter. But then you come in, you saying something about this man is a Jackie Christie husband is still in the limelight. He is a coach. And I think he coaches out of Sacramento. Y'all don't quote me on it. Um, but my thing is, if he cared, he wouldn't have went and remarried her. If this is out the thing that I'm talking about, guys. Y'all watch if y'all was watching it, y'all know that uh Evelyn hired a private investigator to find out some stuff. She found out she had been married 4 times. Well, three other times before or maybe it was four, and then maybe this is the one that took place. Uh, Doug and Jackie. But if I'm mistaken, I think he's number four. So 4 times, so he may be number four. Uh, but my thing is, baby, if you couldn't get it in three, you got it in four. They've been married for a long time, 29 years to be exact. So that would mean that they got married around in 93. Not to say they ain't had problems, because they probably did. But here's my thing. You went and you dug up all this stuff on this woman. And you had put it around. And see, the chick that was sitting at the table with her, I was disappointed in her, the friend. I'm like, yo, even when she called that girl out, Sherelle out to and I feel like Sherelle said that they was having some because if I am mistaken, she invited Sherelle to that dinner. The girl that knows Jackie, she invited her. So Brooke had told her to come. Not Brooke. Which one of them ladies? It was the lady that was talking to. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. I be getting them ladies mixed up, but uh, they didn't want her to come in the first place. So she was keeping it from them that she was gonna show up. Then she went on to tell them when they seen the play setting, she was like, and they was like, no, no, we didn't want her coming. You know, we didn't want her coming. And why did you do that? And all this, that, and the third. But then when as the dinner goes, that's when they started bringing up the information. They figured out she probably ain't gonna show. It's probably good. I think well we don't know this because whatever the extension to the dinner is, somebody gonna show up. I don't know. I feel like she pretty much gonna end all of them, even the girl that came with because you didn't even say you gonna. I'm curious to see if Jackie's gonna show up at the on the next episode. I'm curious to see because either your friend gave you a heads up and you didn't show at the dinner, but it cut off, so we don't know if she gonna show up. But I feel like somebody pulled up at the end. I don't know who it was, but if it's Jackie and they get into an argument and that girl get caught in the midst of it, it's a wrap for her. Because see, if you my friend, why are you there before me? One, why you didn't come there with me? Two, three, did you know that this was gonna be going on? But then if you already there, why you didn't hit me with the text? Yo, they passing the phone around. They got information on you. I would have been typing my home girl. You will never guess what these these twitches is doing. They like her face changed, but then I seen her kind of kiki a little bit. Yeah, nah. Let's get off into what Funky is saying.
For prostitution. First of all, I didn't know Jackie was married 4 times. Mind you, she just had her 29th wedding anniversary with Doug Christie within the last couple of days. So the first question is, does it even really matter she was married 4 times? Because clearly she got it right this last time. But let's talk about the prostitution charge. Y'all cannot come to me and tell me anything about what somebody did almost 40 years ago. Okay? It's not even tea. Whatever somebody did 40 years ago, unless they butchered and dismantled a whole body and hid it in an attic somewhere, this is no tea. Especially considering the fact, now I don't know where Jackie sold that coochie at. If she sold it on Crenshaw Boulevard, if she sold it down to the Waffle House, if she sold it at a Chick-fil-A, if she sold it on Backpage on Craigslist. I don't know where she sold it at, but it doesn't change the fact that Jackie sold her coochie in 1987. Evelyn, Brooke, and all the rest of y'all on that show, y'all selling y'all's right now in 2024.
And he right.
Happy kids are successful kids. When you choose a tuition-free K-12 powered online school, you join more than
The only difference is y'all ain't got caught and y'all ain't got arrested. Y'all selling y'all funk box, that old buy here, pay here, as is twat. Y'all selling y'all's in 2024. So what's the tea? And here is the thing that's troublesome about Evelyn for me. There are just certain subject areas that certain people should not touch, okay?
Right.
Now listen, I am not in Evelyn's bedroom. I'm not her gynecologist, nor am I in her soul. I don't know how many people Evelyn has slept with, but Evelyn, her team, and everybody else on Basketball Wives is fully aware that the public perception about who you are is that you're a whore.
Mm.
The public perception, and listen to me carefully, I'm not calling Evelyn a whore. I don't know who she slept with. But
Right.
we can all agree that the general population of reality TV people consider Evelyn and company to be whores. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
For everybody to be considering y'all to be whores, you think that you would try to stay away from any type of conversation that has to do with whoring, hoeing, slutting, or selling coochie. Okay?
Yeah.
Because the reality of the situation is, Evelyn, this is not the tea that you thought it was. This is not the tea that you thought it was. By virtue of the fact that it happened in 1987, it's just not tea. In 1987, if you is a woman who is Jackie Christie age in 1987, it's two things you was doing for sure: snorting cocaine and selling coochie, okay, and smoking Benson and Hedges. That's just what them old hoes did back in the day. They wore pumps, they wore red lipstick, they smoked Benson and Hedges, and they sold coochie. That's what they did. Okay, we was coming out of crack epidemic. We was dead smack in the middle of a crack epidemic. The whole black community was tore up. People had kids they had to feed. She was selling coochie. She was selling coochie. And the funny thing about it is, Evelyn, you trying to spray somebody's teeth for something that you do currently. Evelyn, you currently sell coochie to the highest bidder. And the sad part about it is it ain't going for no more than a crystal snack at this point, because it's as is. Carfax say use and abuse, back to back, been ran through, no warranty, can't insure it, rebuilt engine, rebuilt transmission, need an axle, need tires, leaking oil, the gas gauge don't work, windshield wipers scraping the glass, one of the windows in the bike don't go down. I mean, Evelyn, you got big nerve. You got big nerve. And Brooke, I don't know nothing about your sexual history, but they calling you a whore too. They calling all of y'all whores. None of y'all married. And all of y'all claim to fame is sleeping with expensive men and landing on the
He ain't lied. It's really, really sad that they even tried to come for her like that. Cause when I seen the episode last night, and they got ready to eat dinner, or supposed to been cooking dinner and whatnot, the fact that she brought the information to the forefront, and Evelyn, you're not married, Brooke not married, and the other girl, she has a WNBA girlfriend. Or is that her wife? I'm not for sure. Um, so she has somebody that she's really actually dealing with in basketball. I'm glad that they started letting the WNBA players be on this type of show. Um, because you gotta open it up, because there are no the real wives don't want to be up there. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I just feel like the real wives, the only people that want to fool with y'all like that is the Jackie Christie. But them real basketball wives, they ain't fooling with y'all like that. I mean, Shawnee knew how to pivot her way through that basketball wives scene. So does Jackie. You other girls, you do not know how to pivot y'all way through, because if that's the case, y'all'll be courtside at some of these basketball games and having them film y'all. See, this what be really tripping me out, because why we don't never see y'all. Like, I be seeing YouTubers, I be seeing rappers all sitting in them courtside seats. But why y'all are not never at these games taping? That's my thing. Y'all always talking about this drama, But get in these court side, get some of these court side seats. Have some of these, have those cameras there where they can listen, to get y'all sitting cheering on you, whoever y'all are with. That's because none of y'all are with actual men. It, like I said, the only person that's doing something with a man that's still dealing with basketball is Doug Christie. That girl that just came over here she just came over from Orlando. She just came over from Orlando. So, and she has a WNBA girlfriend. So I'm like, yeah, I agree with Funky Dineva. I just do. I just feel like Evelyn was wrong. She was out of line. She put that out there because of whatever was said back in the day. You still have a grudge against Jackie for that. And I'm like, I understand why she do, because that's your daughter, and you wouldn't want nobody to say nothing about your daughter like that, because I'd be ready to fight too. But then for you going to go pull up something that's 40 years old, this girl done been married 4 times, and you bought it. Yeah, it's coming up in the reunion. Y'all better hope it don't come up tomorrow. I mean, Monday, next Monday, because I think it is.
TV show. So I just don't understand how anybody gonna try to slut shame anybody. Now,
Right.
is Jackie being arrested for prostitution? Is it a good Kiki?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's a real cute Kiki. It's a
Mhm.
cute Kiki. But the thing about it is, it would have been an even cuter Kiki if it happened in 2015.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody in 2024 who they were in 1987. Girl, I was born in 83, 4, 5, 6. I was 4 years old.
Mm.
Hell, I probably was selling coochie in 87. It was so long ago, don't nobody even remember. Her husband don't care. It's not even embarrassing. That's the thing about it, right? Like if you pulled up my transcript right now and they said Funky Dineva in 1987 got arrested for smoking crack, prostitution, running out the mall with $1,500 worth of stuff, shooting up heroin. It was so long ago that it's not even a read. It's not a read. You cannot read nobody about something that happened 40 years ago. And it backfire on you. And it's like, Evelyn, when you look at how you make your money and when you look at what your claim to fame is, you are only popular because of the dicks you rolled. Your only claim to fame is the dicks you rolled. And then on top of that, for Jackie to get up, let me tell you something. You got to be a special type of pressed to go hire a private investigator on somebody. Now, here's the real gag. The real gag is, Evelyn, you've already dug as far as you could dig on Jackie, and you came up short, and it backfired. So now what? Now you actually probably did Jackie a favor, because now you have completely spilled all her tea that you had to spend money on to get. And the tea wasn't even sweet. So now what? Now you sitting somewhere hoping that karma don't call your number real quick. Because now that you don't spill all of her tea, that actually wasn't even no tea. It was more like hot Gatorade that been in somebody's trunk since they child had a track meet 3 months ago in Tampa. That's how hot that Gatorade was. Now you got to be sitting somewhere worried about somebody exposing you for the secrets that you may be keeping. That's why folks got to be careful with this type of stuff, because your only mission in doing that was to embarrass this lady. Whether she had 15 alias or what. Listen, who was not of age in 1987 and wasn't selling coochie or stealing? That's just what they did back then, baby. They was boosters and they was prostitutes.
Nah, for real.
I am absolutely mind blown by the results. If you're like me and you're in your 60s,
And then, Evelyn, you got to be very careful because your daughter is now of age where we could talk about her. And her being allegedly pregnant from the game ain't
Okay,
giving
yes.
Stepford White.
That's who it was. I knew he was gonna say it. That's what I'm like, yo. When he Game just did an interview on the Aunties podcast on Zeus. Y'all go check that out over there. He did say he wanted more kids. He already got one on the way. I don't even think he said that he had one on the way. I think he said he wanted more kids. Cause he said he do his big one when he taking care of kids. Mm, Go figure. And he got one by Evelyn. Mm, Evelyn's daughter, I mean. Hmm.
Ain't truly giving Stepford White wife tease either. I mean, it's given. I get it from my mama. Okay, so like you just got to be careful when you try to out people pussy on the internet when yours got more mileage on it than a Greyhound bus that was repurposed for a church bus for convocation. You got to be careful, Ev. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You went off and had a baby and froze an embryo with Carl just so you could get another 18 years of child support. And you can't say you didn't, girl. You did.
Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
did. And at the
He
very
telling
end of the
all that.
day, whether she sold coochie, whether she sold a little bit of coochie, or whether she sold a whole lot of coochie, Doug Christie like it. And he been liking it for 30 years. And ultimately, y'all want the level of security that Jackie got, crazy or not crazy. She don't had a man to marry her for 30 years and pay all her bills, so she ain't got to sell her coochie no more. So what's the tea? What's the tea? All Jackie got to tell us, I sold it then, but I ain't got to sell it now. How about you?
No, for real.
Because Evelyn, we are not going to pretend. And listen, I don't have no beef with Evelyn. I like her. I think me and Evelyn be the type that we'll sit down at the bar and slap five or whatever. But Evelyn, your whole career has been giving your coochie away to get ahead. All right. We not gonna pretend like that shoe store you had down here in Miami made you a multimillionaire. We not gonna pretend like, oh, you just got all these product lines out here that afforded you the life that you was living. No, you live the life that you live by giving your coochie to athletes. So Jackie might have did low-level prostitution. I don't know if it was street corner prostitution or she was prostituting on the payphone. And with a beeper, you was just doing clandestine prostitution, which, quiet as it's kept, some will say you still doing. So what's T? And Brooke, you might just want to sit this one out. And the rest of the girls, y'all might just want to sit this one out because the whole world thinks all of y'all are prostitutes. And if you want to be funny, Jackie might be the one that got the prostitution charge, but never in her tenure has anybody ever considered her to be a whore.
No, not for real.
And we not gonna start thinking she's a whore now.
No, for real.
Her reputation in her 30-year marriage suggests otherwise.
Yeah.
Now, Evelyn, we have to ask, how many athletes and entertainers have you slept with across the last 30 years? And then got the nerve to want to talk about prostitution. If you want to talk about prostitution, then let's talk about prostitution. And I'll give you the solution.
I love me some Funky Dineva because when he reads well. He says what he means and he means what he says. So I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you, cause I felt the same way. Her 30 years of marriage suggests otherwise. So whatever she did 40 years ago, she's in a secure, stable marriage now, and she ain't had to go outside that because she already know what she got at home with Doug now for 30 years, 29, 30. Come on now. She probably was with him for a year before they even decided they were gonna get married. So you might well say a whole 30 years. And next year be 31. Because I feel like everybody is together for a year first, and then with the total number of years that they've been married, then 30. It'll be 30 next year. It's 29 now. So now it's 30 years they've been together. Next year it'll be 31 because you always wanna put that number up because you always start a year ahead. And then when you get married, you say you get married, what, a year later, 2 years later, or something like that. But seemed like to me she got married in '93, so it was probably a year after they met. So, I mean, I love me. When Evelyn came back, I said, okay, she's a different person. She's changed. But when she started searching up stuff on Jackie, it's just like now you trying to get back. You trying to get back at this woman for what she said. Uh, for what she said or whatever you thought. And she did say some things, and she probably was wrong about it. No, she was wrong about it. I don't want nobody to talk about my daughter neither. But that don't mean for you to go and you grown. That's what's so bad about it. She grown and she went and dug up this woman's whole past history. I don't care. I know a lot of people was like they don't care. Like, did you really go and look this girl up and find out she was married 4 times? And Jennifer, like she clutching her pearls, like girl, go on. You was in a relationship with Timothy, from Sweetie Pie, uh, Miss Robbie's son Timothy Tim. You was with him. That man was he killed his whole he killed he unalived his whole nephew, had somebody to do it for him. So, boo boo, you can't clutch your pearls on nothing, and then you turned around, and then I'm not gonna even talk about that soon to be husband of hers, because he got some stuff. He had some stuff that he had to clear up too. So, I mean, you was messing around with men that was scamming you. So, and not to mention, Tim scammed your behind too. Like, you was on a whole show for this. Like, come on, man, stop playing. Same thing with Brooke. Same thing with Evelyn. Same, y'all, everybody's means was not right, and Evelyn had a whole bunch of men. Just like Funky said with the man Crawford. She had a baby with him. Then she still had embryos. Mm. Trying to get pregnant again, trying to keep that money. Boy, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. But y'all, I don't know. I'm a next week, Monday. I'm gonna start it. Episode. I think it'll be 17. I think it'll be episode 17 next week. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a full review on the next episode of on Monday's episode. So I'm gonna come back with I'm gonna look at it and give y'all my critique on what's gonna happen next, cause it's gonna get heated. These next couple of episodes is probably where I'm gonna start from the 22nd going all the way up into the next couple of weeks, because these next couple of weeks is gonna be these gonna be some some real ones. So, um, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share. Y'all go follow Funky Dineva if y'all haven't already. Um, I love every so often y'all might hear me you know comment off of some one of the other blogs, or just other people that be reacting to different things. But yeah, so I really liked his. When I heard it, I was like, oh, he read her so well, y'all. he reads her so he read her so well. I had to go and react to his reaction, because he keeps it real. And for me, Evelyn, you was wrong for pulling up this. Y'all comment down below. Y'all think she was wrong? Cause me, I understand why she did it, but in the same sentence, that's another woman. Why would you don't want to even? I feel bad because that she even said anything about your daughter, but in that but she didn't go that deep with her. She didn't go seek out. This is stuff that she had already seen in Jackie's defense. It was stuff that she had already seen, somebody had already said, and she was repeating it. Maybe she shouldn't have repeated it, but in the same sentence, dude, you can't be doing that lady like that. That lady got a whole husband, a whole lot of kids, just like you did. Just like I felt like she was wrong. But Evelyn, you of age now not to do no crap like that. You should know better. Like, that's another woman, and she'll look. I don't know if they neck and age, but I think, uh, uh, I'm thinking that